There are new concerns tonight about a $9 million advertising campaign funded by taxpayers. Last year's federal government ads targeted the cell phone industry and suggested cheaper rates were coming. Well, that hasn't happened. And as CBC News has learned, the costly campaign only made consumers angrier than ever. Susan Bonner reports.
Dan Verner feels outrage every time he sees this.
I'm quite peeved about it.
The message is part of the $9 million advertising campaign outlining how the government wants a better deal for wireless consumers from Canada's big three telecoms. But Verner says he's facing higher prices since TELUS, with government approval, took over his smaller provider.
If they had followed through with what they were advertising they were going to do, then I would be fine with it. But to find out that they spent $9 million, just to me, it comes across like, oh, vote for us because this is what we're going to do. But they never did it.
It's time to talk about what's best for Canadians.
TV and radio ads were everywhere last fall and winter.
And Canadians pay some of the highest wireless rates in the developed world.
The government laying out its commitment to more competition and lower prices.
A message from the Government of Canada.
But almost a year later, the targeted big three telecoms have, on average, raised wireless rates. There are no new national players, and the two small ones left struggle to survive. So what did the campaign accomplish?
They, had all the trumpet and fanfare. But when it comes time to actually implement these policies, nothing happens.
CBC has obtained the government's own research, a poll on the effects of the advertising campaign. The main takeaway? The ads left Canadians angry and wanting change in wireless service, but consumers are still waiting. Industry Minister James Moore wasn't available for an interview, but his office says the government takes the long view on making things better for consumers. A spokesman said a cap on roaming fees could be law by summer, and spending $9 million on ads was important so Canadians would understand government policy.
Because of promoting more choice, no.
In the end, Dan Verner feels squeezed by a powerful industry and a professed government policy yet to be fulfilled. Susan Bonner, CBC News, Toronto.